Hello, Yellow Room friends. It's nice to see you. I have my friend Snoopy and my friend Sky, and we're ready to sing the hello song to you. All right, let's do it. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. En español, hola, 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 ¿y cómo estás? Muy bien, y espero que tú también. Snoopy's here today, and Sky is here today. Let's give a cheer for Mary's here, and my Yellow Room friends are here today. Hi guys, I also have our caterpillars with us today. And they've gotten bigger, and I filled out our growth chart. I put another little piece of string. Actually, our first day was Wednesday, April 15th. The second one was Thursday. You can see the little piece of string. And then today is Friday, April 17th. And there's a little piece of string that I put there that measures how long our caterpillars are today. They're getting bigger. Another thing that I noticed in the cup that some of you might have seen on the Marco Polo app is that inside this little cup, I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna try and hold it up close. We're getting a little glare here. There's like some stuff that almost looks like a spider web in there. And that webbing is made by the caterpillars, because if these caterpillars were outside, they wouldn't want to be blown around by the wind. So they make like a sticky web that lets them stay really tightly onto a leaf that they're nibbling on so they don't blow away. It also lets them kind of wrap a leaf around them, and the leaf sticks to them and protects itself from all different kinds of animals or other insects that want to eat it. So our caterpillars are healthy and growing and doing their job in this little cup. Okay, so I'm going to put our caterpillars aside. We don't want to move the cup too much and disturb them. Okay, the first thing that we're going to do with caterpillars today is we are going to do something called an observational drawing. And we've done that in the Yellow Room before. It's kind of what scientists do. Instead of doing artwork, we're going to be scientists and we're going to take notes. We're going to write down a picture of what we see when we're looking at the caterpillars, and then later we can think, what did those caterpillars look like when they were growing in the cup? So this is not anything fancy. You're not going to make a face on there. You're going to look and see the caterpillars in the cup, and you can take a look, and then you're just going to draw what you see. And you can do an observational drawing with anything in your house. It's what scientists do to take notes. So you just need a plain piece of white paper, a black marker, or just one color marker, and you look at the thing that you're trying to draw, and you're observing, which means looking at, and you're going to draw only what you see. In the Yellow Room before with some of our friends, we did this with a pumpkin, we did it with an evergreen branch. I don't know if you remember that, but I'm looking at my caterpillars and all I'm doing is drawing what I see. They look kind of about that length. They look a little bumpy, kind of scraggly, almost like hairy. And has lots of little legs, it looks like. And that's really all I see. So I can try and make sure that they look as long as the ones in our cup right now. And then you'll remember what our caterpillars looked like. So I'm gonna write my name. If you can write your name, you can do that too. M-A-R-Y. And then I'm gonna write the date. Today is April 17th, 2020. That's the date that I'm doing this. So I can remember when I look at this piece of paper what my caterpillars look like. So that's called an observational drawing. And that's what scientists do when they're looking at things and they want to remember later what those things look like. So you can do that with all different kinds of things in your house. I'm doing it with the caterpillars. You could do it with a flower. You could do it with a stuffed animal, whatever you want. It's called an observational drawing. Okay, the next thing we're going to do with caterpillars is we are going to stamp a picture of a caterpillar. And I'm going to try and make it look like the one in this book, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. And I'm going to read that again too. So the first thing you need is just a plain piece of white paper. I'm turning my other piece of paper over from my observational drawing. And hopefully you have a little bit of green paint, which I put on a plate. And you need a little red paint that I also put on a plate. You could put it on a piece of paper. So I am using a little top that I found at my house. I think this might have been on some juice, but you could use a little yogurt cup. You could use a little top. You can use even like a cookie cutter, a circle cookie cutter, and you're gonna stamp out the body of the caterpillar. I'm gonna use the green paint because in the book, you can see it that our caterpillar is green. And it looks like little, kind of almost like little circles going all the way around the caterpillar body. So I'm gonna take my top and dip it into the green paint. And then I am going to stamp it on my paper. Boop. Yeah, see the circle I made? And then you can keep going to make the whole caterpillar body. You don't even need more paint. And remember, when you're stamping, if you put in your paper, in your paint, and then move it around like this, you can't really see the design. So you wanna make sure that you take your circle, whatever you're using, I'm using the top, and just stamp like that. And that sort of looks like the body. Then I'm gonna do the head, which looks red in the book. So I'm gonna put it in my red paint down here. I'll show you. Here's my red paint, using my same stamper. And then I'm going to make the head right here on the body, stamp like that. And then you can even draw a little face if you want to. I'm gonna show you what the face looks like on here. Right? He has some antenna and eyes and a mouth. Even might draw some little feet too. So I'm gonna do some antenna up here, like that. And then some big eyes. And there's my caterpillar face. And then, as you can see on this book too, there's some little feet. So I'm gonna do that on my caterpillar too. Doot, 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 doot. Because the caterpillar wants to walk around. This is gonna be my very hungry caterpillar. And there it is, whoopsies. There's my hungry caterpillar. And you can do that at home too. Okay, now, the next thing I wanna show you is a little game that I made. I thought this would be really fun to do. I'm gonna show you my game board, how I made this. Okay, so there's my little caterpillar, and all the way over here is the beautiful butterfly that the caterpillar turns into. So I started already, and I made lots of red circles. You can make circles in any color. You can draw them with a marker, which I did, or you could even stamp them. I thought it'd be kind of fun to use an old cork that I had at my house. And you can stamp it with paint and make little circles like this. Stamp, 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 like that. And you want to make sure that you go all the way up to the butterfly. You can make it straight up there, or you can kind of curl the path around, boop, all the way like this. Or like I said, you can just draw the circles like I did here and make dots all the way from the caterpillar to the butterfly. Okay, and then, just like the game I showed you last time, you can use either a spinner or you can use a little die, maybe from a game that you have at your house. Remember, this has all little dots on the side, and you can count them, and then you'll know how many you rolled. Okay, so the starting of the game is if you play with a bunch of people, everyone gets, I used corks. You can use bottle tops, you can use even little pieces of cereal, whatever you want, and then you choose which one is gonna be you. So I colored them. That one has purple on it. This one, cork, I colored with red, and this one I colored with green. And I'm gonna set them at the start of the game, down by the caterpillar, and then I am going to either spin the spinner or roll the die. I'm gonna spin. And I got number 3. So I decided that I want to be the red person. So then I move 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. And you're gonna let this sit down on a table so it doesn't fall, but I just wanted to make sure that you could see it. And then you'll keep your piece at the 3rd dot. and then it will be somebody else's turn. So you can either roll the die, like I did before, whoop, and then you can look and see that one has 4 dots on it. So the next person, maybe they're gonna pick the cork that had purple on it. They move 4 spaces, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're in front of the person that rolled 3, or whatever number you roll. So the idea of the game is to get all the way from the caterpillar all the way to the butterfly. You can play by yourself. You can play with one person in your house. You can play with your whole family. You just need to find people or pieces that you can use to move along the path. So that's a fun game. You want to get all the way from the caterpillar to the butterfly. Okay, now I thought I would sing a little song with a little caterpillar. Give me a little caterpillar. Oh, this looks like a very hungry caterpillar. Hello, Yellow Room friends. I'm a little green caterpillar. You want to see Snoopy and Sky? This is how this little song goes. Okay, the fuzzy little caterpillar climbed up in the tree. It spun its tight cocoon and then fell fast asleep. While it was sleeping, it dreamed that it could fly. And when it woke up, it was a beautiful butterfly. Flap, 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 flap. Do you want to hear that one again? Let's do it again. The fuzzy little caterpillar climbed up in the tree, spun its tight cocoon, or chrysalis, and then fell fast asleep. While it was sleeping, it dreamed that it could fly, and when it woke up, it was a beautiful butterfly. And there it is. And we're hoping that that's what our caterpillars do. These caterpillars, I'm hoping, are going to crawl to the top of this cup because they're not outside in a tree. They're going to spin their little chrysalids, which are sort of like a hard body, a hard shell on the outside of them. They're going to make that. And then, after a few days, hopefully, they will end up turning into beautiful, colorful butterflies. These kind of butterflies that these caterpillars turn into are called painted ladies. That's the name of these. Okay. All right, I think I'm going to read this book one more time, called The Very Hungry Caterpillar. It's by Eric Carle. He wrote the words and drew the pictures. Very Hungry Caterpillar. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. There it is. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up and pop! Out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. There's a beautiful sun shining that day. He started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through 1 apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still hungry. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry. 1, 2, 3, 4. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges, but he was still hungry. Oh my goodness, this caterpillar sure is hungry. Oh boy. On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, 1 slice of watermelon. And that night, he had a stomach ache. That's a lot of food for one little caterpillar. The next day was Sunday again, and the caterpillar ate through just 1 nice green leaf, and after that, he felt much better. Let's see what happened. Oh my goodness. But now, he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. He built a small house called a cocoon, or a chrysalis, all around himself, and he stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. He nibbled a hole and then pushed his way out and became a beautiful butterfly. And there it is. All right, friends, I hope you had fun. Hopefully you'll make a caterpillar by stamping one. Maybe you can make our game that we made, all the way from the caterpillar to the butterfly game. And I'll show you our caterpillars the next time we get together, and I'll show you how big they've gotten. Okay, guys, should we sing our goodbye song? Here we go. Goodbye, Snoopy. Goodbye, Sky. Goodbye, Mary, and goodbye, my yellow room friends. We hope you had a happy time, a happy time, a happy time. We hope you had a happy time. I had a great time too. All right, friends, I miss seeing you all the time. I love seeing your beautiful faces on Marco Polo and all the fun things that you are doing. Thanks for sharing those things, and keep them coming. All right, love you. Bye.